They say, teeming with life. A beautiful place for the people and sea creatures alike to swim without a willy in the will. Is what I would say if it was true. The fact of the matter is that the ocean is full of some of the most spine-chilling monsters that have ever. If a crocodile decides to attack one of these spawns of Satan, the crocodile will pop out of the ground and snatch whatever's coming above it. Now, there have been loads of movies that victimize orcas. Free Willy, Free Willy 2, and even Free Willy Escape from Pirates Cove. These movies, and merchandising from SeaWorld, do a good job at this, but these quote-unquote gentle giants are actually mass murderers when they're hungry. These 18-foot-long, 8,000-pound beasts will eat anything. Dolphins, seals, even great white sharks. And contrary to what the big fish executives at SeaWorld would like you to believe, you suck! The orcas don't really like being in captivity all that much. This one time back in the 80s, a show orca named Can-Do the Fifth grabbed a trainer and pinned her against the wall. And get this, didn't stop until another trainer plugged Can-Do's fucking blowhole. Moving on, the tigerfish is this adorable little guy that swims around the Congo rivers. Now, we already know Big Man is up to no good. Just look at those teeth! Wait, what's that? They have around 20 teeth, with each being an inch long. About as long as something else, ladies. But these fishes don't just look terrifying, they play the part as well. If a crocodile decides to attack one of these spawns of Satan, the crocodile will most likely die, and will promptly be devoured. The locals have a name for this thing, banga, which means dangerous fish, and if that doesn't tell you all you need to know, then I don't know what will. Alright, next up is the pufferfish. Now yes, pufferfish are dangerous, they release a toxin 1,200 times more powerful than cyanide, blah blah blah. That's not why I'm talking about them. The real reason I wanted to talk about pufferfish is because dolphins use pufferfish to get high. How they do this is they let a pufferfish get scared for it to release its magical chemicals, then chew on the pufferfish for just long enough to get the high they desire, passing the proverbial blunt to the next dolphin once they're done. Bro, we should sell this shit. Call it like fish weed, bro. Bro, you gotta write that down. Hey, are you kids chewing that pufferfish? We're just smoking fish weed, officer, sir. What the fuck is fish weed? Next up is the Japanese spider crab. Now, this thing does look like it's from a Godzilla movie, but is actually quite harmless. Their diet consists of dead fish on the seafloor and algae. So while they don't pose any actual threat to humans, they are pure nightmare fuel. Like, if I saw 20 of these things crawling on the seafloor, I would crap my pants, so he gets to be in the video. Now, this next creature can be found in relatively shallow water in tropical places, which makes the box jellyfish the creature you are most likely to encounter on this list. Like, it'll go from, wow, look at this cool jellyfish, to, oh no, I can't move. Alright, this part's important, kids. This could, like, save your life or something, mate. If you get stung, get out of the water while you still can and get the tentacle off. Don't try to touch it with your bare hand. Pick it off with a towel or glove. Next, rub the affected area with vinegar and get some real help ASAP. They might be able to get you an anti-venom or something. And the article also says not to take a piss on the sting. I don't know why any wanker would do this, but yeah, don't piss on someone. You can't. I apologize, my Australian viewers. Next up is the tongue-eating lows. I mentioned this little guy in one of my other videos, but here's what a day in the life of a tongue-eating lows looks like. We shall refer to you as Timmy. Timmy starts his process by attaching himself to a fish's tongue, so Timmy can grow big and strong. Eventually, the fish's original tongue atrophies and falls off. Anyways, Timmy, our tongue-eating lows from earlier, will cause the host fish's blood cells to be all deformed and shit. Then the fish dies. So next time you eat a whole fish, look inside of its mouth and you might see our friend Timmy saying, classic Timmy. And now for some honorable mentions before we get to number 1 on this list. The barrel eye, the giant isopod, this narwhal human-looking hybrid I found on a YouTube thumbnail, and lastly, the Loch Ness Monster. And now, drum roll please, the sea creature that's been haunting my nightmares since I was 11 years old, the creature that will prevent all of you from sleeping for the next 8 days, the creature that will make you never want to swim again. It's the Bobbit worm. Now, what this little fucker will do is it'll bury itself under the sand on the sea floor. It will wait with its little antenna sticking out of the sand, and when those antennae feel something, it'll pop out of the ground and snatch whatever's coming above it. I remember seeing a YouTube video of this thing when I was a kid and thinking it was going to grow in my pool. So when it came time to swim, I wasn't exactly down with the get down and thought this thing was going to bite my foot off. So fuck the ocean. Fuck what's in it. Fuck Greta Thunberg and her pretentious little ass.
How dare you!
Screw this video I made like a year ago. Let's throw all the plastic we want in there. Am I right, guys? I said, am I right? Anyways, follow Lil Door 05 on Instagram, and we stand Salmonella.